Hey!
Welcome to the flip side.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Yes, happy to have you. This is Eva Fountis.
Hi, everyone.
There's so many things I could say to give her the most beautiful rap, but I want you to hear it through her story and you will understand. So first thing I want to start with is let's actually go through your journey of gymnastics.
Yeah.
And I'll just preface it with currently you are sitting in first in Australia in double mini trampolining.
Yeah.
Well done. In the highest
Thank
possible level of competition that you can compete in. Incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's start from the start. Tell me.
Mum put me in kindy gym when I was like 2 years old. She put me in a bunch of sports. She just liked to keep us busy.
Yeah.
So we went at home. And from there, I loved it. I was the one climbing on the rope and walking across the beam and stuff like that. So they wanted to put me in the stepping stones group or something like that.
Yeah. So they like identified you as this kid's got something.
Yeah.
Issues. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And I think the stepping stones group was also part of trampoline. I don't know if it was like a bit of everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that. And then from when I was about 5 or 6, I was doing both WAG and tramp.
Yeah. Okay. 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
And I loved both of them. Just wanted to be flipping all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I was about 8, there was a new coach that came to my gym and he was starting like a high performance squad for WAG.
Okay.
And he said that he wants me in the squad, but if I'm in the squad, I have to stop trampolining.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, but I really want to do both. And he said, it's going to be too many hours. Like, you have to pick. Like, whatever you want to do, you can do.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Mum had kind of told me, like, you can always go back to tramp. You're not going to be able to go back to WAG, basically, because just the hours. And if you miss out from that age, you probably can't pick it up again.
Yeah. That's not a bad call because, like, it is, as you've probably seen, like, a quarter or less of the training actual volume, like time spent. So it would be, and I think it is for anyone that's done it, is like to make that time up later in WAG is like so much harder than it is to come across, I would say, to tramp and make up that gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you ended up doing
doing WAG.
Yeah.
I think my first training session in that high performance squad, I actually broke my arm
on
the trampoline.
On the trampoline.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What skill were you doing? Do you remember?
A back layout with a half twist.
Okay.
I don't know how I broke my arm, but I just remember rolling out of it. Anyway, so I broke my elbow, had surgery on that, and I came back to WAG, kept training in that squad. There was a really good group of like 6 of us who were best friends, so it was really good to go through with them.
Yeah.
Started competing at like national clubs, national championships when it was in Victoria. I think that was my first one.
Yeah.
Then we started attending like the Team Future camps at AUS.
Yeah, okay.
And those were so much fun to like meet all the girls from the different states and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was
with your best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was that same group of girls from like all the different states that we all moved up together as well through the years. So that was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, then we got, I think it was like Future International, Junior International. I did 2 years of Senior International.
Yeah.
Before I made the call to switch over.
Okay. So effectively you were like successfully going up the ranks as like the progress should be in what they were looking for.
Yeah.
In senior international in order to then, was your pathway or what was your goal actually? What was your goal for that?
I mean, the goal was always the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I would be happy to make an Australian team. That was the next goal.
Then next under.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And did you feel like you could have kept going, like where you switched over back to tramp? Do you feel like you could have kept going and you were on track to get there?
I think I was very much on track until COVID.
Okay.
And then once I came back to the gym, it was just, I don't know, a lot harder. And I was a bit behind. And then I think I could have kept going, but I just stopped loving it. And I think that was the big thing, that I didn't want to be there anymore. So it made it hard to keep pushing.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to have that drive when it feels like shit to be there. Yeah. What was, during COVID, what do you think coming back was the thing that made you feel like you were behind or you weren't like up to where you needed to be?
I think I grew a lot over that time.
Yeah, okay.
And then I came back and the skills didn't feel the same as when I was training before.
Yeah.
Especially bars. Bars is always my weakness, and
it got
always
even
behind
harder.
the bars. Yeah.
Yeah, and it got even harder. Yeah, okay. So what was your strengths? What were your strengths?
I had a lot of power, so tumbling and vault.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was kind of average on beam.
But isn't it, I don't really understand, to be honest, WAG, but isn't it that you can like kind of semi-specialise?
You can, but it's a lot harder to make a team like that. They usually put all-rounders on the team.
They're looking for all-rounders.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can be people that are like at the top of their game, like way better than the all-rounders, but won't make a team. That's how it could happen?
It could, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's weird. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, but yeah. Okay, so then you decided to make the change. So tell me what was happening around that time when you were making the change.
Yeah, so I think it all started, I was going for a vault, I tripped over in the hurdle and I like chinned my chest and I like fell straight into the beat board. I damaged the cartilage in my chest and that took forever to heal.
Yeah.
And it was so
terrible.
painful.
Yeah.
And from then I wasn't training much, so like it hurt to train.
Yeah.
I was so over it. I just didn't want to be there. I didn't have the best relationship with my coach at the time, and my squad had like all the girls had kind of left after COVID, so it was all like little kids in my squad, and I didn't really have friends that I was training with.
Yeah, that makes it so much harder.
So I was over it. Then it was that year I didn't qualify for nationals.
Yeah, okay.
Because I couldn't do bars or beam because I couldn't really hold myself up because of my chest. Yeah. So there was a way to qualify through 2 apparatus if you hit certain scores, and I was 0.1 off floor, so like missed out. And then I kind of went home and I was like, I don't really think it's worth it anymore, but I don't want to give it up completely. Yeah. And I knew tramp was a lot more fun and a lot more relaxed. And I was like, I think I want to give it a go. And finally saying it out loud was like, okay, wow.
Yeah.
Mum was like, okay. And Mum was like, okay, I'll like let Belinda know. I'm sure she'd be happy to take you. And Belinda was like, yeah, of course, come in. And I did like a 2-week trial, and I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
I got to do it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
We're so happy to have you. It's been so cool.
Thanks.
But I wanted to ask first. So you said you didn't have the best relationship with your coach, but I kind of want to ask a few things around that. So like, what were the things that made it hard to be there with the coach?
It was just a lot of yelling. Like,
okay,
there was no, like, this is your correction. It was just yelling, and it wasn't even about the skills anymore. It was just finding something out of nowhere. Like, I came in with painted nails once, and it was the end of the world, and I like was getting sent home because I had painted nails. They weren't even acrylic or long. It was just paint. I was like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It just became tearing like me apart over nothing, basically. So.
Yeah, and did it feel like it was just directed at you, or did it happen to like a lot of the girls there?
It happened to a lot of the girls, not necessarily the younger ones as much.
Okay.
Yeah, just the original girls that were there.
Yeah, why do you think that?
Probably he saw a lot of them left, so he he needed a squad, so he trying to keep the little ones there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. So was he putting as much like effort and attention into your growth and development, or was it not so much?
Yeah, I think the effort was still there. The effort was always there.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like it was like much coaching going on anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so still making an effort, but maybe
in the wrong way.
Direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have maybe a challenging question for
you.
Do you think your coach made you who you are today?
Yeah, I do think so.
Yeah.
He taught me like it wasn't all bad, and he taught me a lot. And I don't think I would be as strong and resilient as I am if it wasn't for him.
Yeah. And that's like you said, it wasn't all bad, but like even with the bad, or maybe like because of the bad, do you think that it fostered like some traits in you that you wouldn't have had if he was just like nice and always supportive and giving and empathetic and didn't care about painted nails?
Yeah, I do think even the bad brought out something good.
In you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even in retrospect, like later looking back at it, you can see that. Maybe not at the moment, in the moment, because it's always hard when it's hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking back, you could see that maybe that gave you some things that you wouldn't have had if you wasn't a
Definitely.
dick.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going to, so then you ended up, you said coming over to Tramp. Tell me about the process of making that decision.
I had definitely been thinking about it for a long time, and Mum was kind of at the stage where she was like, you either change clubs because you're not happy at the moment, or quit because I'm not going to sit here and let you be unhappy.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I don't want to move clubs because I'm just over it in general. I don't think it's going to be much different if I change clubs anyway.
Yeah.
And I'd been thinking about it for a while, Tramp, because I remember the year before, I think it was, Lenny had her like squad dinner, and I was there and Kira was saying, oh, you should come try Tramp. And I was like, no, but I was like, oh, I kind of want to. Yeah, so from then I was like, oh, Tramp sounds good.
Yeah, is that kind of when the seed was planted?
Probably around
or
then,
did
yeah.
you already you had already thought about genuinely Tramp, and that was the moment where you were like, oh, actually maybe?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah, okay.
And then...
Thanks, Kira.
Yeah, thanks, Kira. Then once I didn't qualify for nationals, I was like, okay, I've just got to say it. I'm just going to say it out loud. And I told Mum and Dad, and they're like, so supportive. And they're like, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Why did it feel so scary to get to the point where you had to say it out loud?
I don't know. I feel like gym was just my whole life. I'd been there forever. I'd been at the same club forever.
Yeah.
So it was like, change is scary.
Change is scary. Yeah, change is scary. Yeah. That would have been hard to say. Were you emotional at the time, like when saying it? You know, did it?
Not really. It just kind of felt like a relief.
Yeah. Okay, it felt relieving.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh my god, I would love to be a fly on the wall in that moment. Where you're just like, I'm free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so then coming over to Tramp, you did a 2-week trial.
Yeah.
What was the thing that made you feel like you loved it?
Everyone was just so supportive here. I already knew some of the people from back when I was doing Tramp earlier.
Yes, I've seen very cute baby Eva photos with everyone.
Tom was great, like so different, and that approach to high performance coaching was, I think, what I really needed. And like we were allowed to laugh and have fun at training, and I was like, that's really cool.
To a point. Until he notices. Just enough that you play spike ball for like an hour. And
I mean, spike ball was really scary at first because I was so bad at it. I'm still so bad at it.
No, I versed you. It's pretty good. I only beat you guys because I had Nick. We're an even match. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that approach to have fun, like the support.
Yeah.
The support.
And I just love flipping. And I think one of my favourite part of WAG was just tumbling and being on the tramp, learning the skills anyway. So I was like, yeah.
And that power component like directly translates over.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Actually, even maybe is an advantage to have done that before and then come here and have a springs to help you out rather than a floor or a beat board. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so coming over here, then I want to know, what did the journey feel like? So, firstly, I want you to tell the audience how long the journey was from starting to being ranked first in Australia.
Okay, I started in May of 2024.
Yeah.
And I was selected for World Games probably a year later.
Yeah.
Just over a year later? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so a year.
Yeah.
So 12 months in the sport from, well, essentially the bottom.
Yeah.
Essentially starting again.
Yeah.
With some basic skills, but it's a very different way flipping from WAG to tramp.
Yeah, I didn't realise how different it would be. The same skill done different ways, but yeah.
Yes, and there's like, visually sometimes they can look quite similar, but because you have so much more time, it's completely different the way you can actually approach the skill. So yeah, essentially I'm not saying like you weren't skilled. What I'm trying to make the point is that you transferred over sports. Like people would think maybe that it's so similar that it would have been easy to make that swap. but I want to make it so clear that it would not have been easy to make that swap skill-wise to build that new and different awareness.
Yeah.
So you started from there in a 12-month period. Tell me the progress and how did you see that coming when you first stepped into it?
I mean, obviously the goal was to make a team, but
yeah.
I didn't think it would happen that fast.
Yeah. So was there a point, do you remember a point where you went, holy shit, I'm like really good at this?
Probably like the start of this year when I started taking double mini like seriously and I started actually training. I was like, oh, this could be a thing.
Yeah.
I'm right at this.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And it's kind of good that like I guess you would have you didn't do any competitions in
2024?
No. So you came in state trial 1 was your first
That was my
comp?
first comp, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So coming into that, do you remember what passes you did?
Yeah, I did half out pike full and half out tuck back and full.
Okay, yeah. So those passes, for some context for the non-gymnastical people, is those passes are basically the base passes you need to be competitive in senior.
Yeah.
So in the highest level of comp, they're the passes that you need to be up there in medal contention, basically. Okay, so your opening comp, you're in medal contention with the rest of the girls, which I think for a lot of the girls was actually really quite intimidating. Yeah.
Well, I didn't realise it at the time because it was just kind of our club. But yeah.
Yeah, but I think there were people in the background looking at scores and looking at things and selectors of Australian teams being like, oh my God, who is this person and where has she come from?
Tom had warned me that I would get some follow requests after. I was like, no, like that's not going to happen. Who's going to be checking the scores? Like no one cares.
Yeah.
And then I got a few follow requests. I was like, oh, Tom, you're right.
Yeah, people care. Yeah, so that would have been surely a milestone moment where you were like, yeah, this is a thing that's going to happen. Did you feel like from there it was, I don't want to say a sure thing because nothing's a sure thing, but did you feel like sure in your mind that this goal was going to actualize, it was going to happen?
I was sure that I would make a team maybe for like Worlds or something, like when there was 4, but I wasn't sure about World Games whether it was one person that was going.
Yeah, it's a big feat. Compared to, I would say, the pool in WAG is completely different. So I would say there's a lot more opportunity in tramp.
Yes,
to actually
definitely.
go, which is nice.
Yeah.
Which is nice to come to a sport where your goal feels more attainable.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a cool
That was
thing.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, did it feel like that for you?
Yeah, it was good to know that I think it's going to pay off.
And I can definitely relate that working for a goal for so long and feeling like it's just still out of reach.
Yeah.
I can almost see it, but I can't quite like feel that it's real for me. And then coming in and being like, oh my God, the thing that I've
It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
That was pretty cool, like, to realise that it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then moving forward, so you had this period where I would say was probably this like limbo time where you knew you'd done like everything you could and scores were getting rescored. So it wasn't like a sure thing.
Yeah.
What was that time like?
That time I was okay with that time because
Yeah?
I had done my passes at state and I was like, well, that's all I really wanted to do. I landed in the box. That was the goal. Like whatever happens now, I did what I wanted to do. So
Yeah.
that was okay.
So you had like process goals versus, you had goals that were like, this is the type of performance I want to have and it wasn't related to anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Personally, I think that's a really good way to do it because it's really hard to, you can't control what other people are going to do. Yeah. So you did the best you could.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
And now it's up to them.
Yeah. And it well and truly was up to them and they made the choice.
Yeah.
So yeah, then you got named as the World Games athlete. So World Games is the highest level of competition that you can compete at for non-Olympic sports.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there you were on that team 1 year from starting at 0 to there, named on the team. What was that like?
That was incredible. I remember I was sitting like in front of the heater. It was the middle of winter, and I'd been checking my emails quite constantly the past few days. And I don't know, I think my phone was on charge, and then I went to go check my phone, and Tom had messaged me saying ni hao, and I thought it was a joke, and I was like, Tom, like, come on, that's kind of mean. And I checked my emails, I was like, oh my God, I'm going.
Oh my God, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Did you really think he was that mean?
I told him that, and he was like, I would never be that mean, why would I do that?
How you lose. Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so then, that's so cool. That's a great way to find out as well. That's so good. Better than just looking at your email, like, that's pretty special, because, like, I know that feeling of looking at your email, but,
Yeah.
But the ni hao's pretty good. That's a good addition. Okay, and then now I want to talk about, what do you think in that year, we'll get to actual World Games and that experience, but I want to know, what do you think from WAG, from the point of stopping, coming into tramp?
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about not just gymnastics now, but more transferable skills. So what life skills and what work ethic skills, what like goal-driven skills did you learn in WAG that you feel like brought you to the point you're at now for tramp?
I definitely think I learnt time management was a big one, because I was balancing 30 hours a week of training with school, and I was teaching at a dance school at the time as well for like acro, just stuff like that, hanging out with friends, family, like to be able to do all of that at the same time that's what I learned
hard.
a lot there. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you do that? Do you have any like tools, anything that you use to manage your time well? Like how did you organize your life that it worked well in that way?
Well, I had my schedule was kind of the same every week, so I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And the school was just really good. They let me leave early and come late when I had training, so that was really helpful. And then I would just like have my bags packed earlier, and my snacks were packed, so I just knew what everything I had to do was like ready for me.
Was it ready? Yeah. Did you have that like in a calendar, in a schedule, or were you just like you said you knew because it was the same?
Because it was the same for years, I think. My whole family knew what was going on, so everyone was helping.
Calendar. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so did you have support from the family with like getting lunches ready and doing stuff like
Mum packed my lunches.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the best. There's nothing better than
a packed lunch, my mum. Yeah.
There's nothing better.
She would cut up my fruit in little pieces as well.
And you don't even know how great that is until you look back at it.
Yeah. And now she doesn't cut my fruit, and it's not the same anymore.
Fruit doesn't taste the same.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So you had a lot of support from the family to get you there.
Definitely.
Because obviously at that age as well, you can't drive.
No, they were driving me everywhere.
So
they were paying for everything. Well, they still pay for most
things.
things.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Yes, which is, I don't think I paid for training fees until, I don't know, when did my parents stop paying for training fees? So lucky. Maybe like 20?
Yeah.
So surely got a few more years.
Definitely.
We both have walk parents, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so cool. Definitely time management, one, for sure. And just like having that consistent schedule helped.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think your traits are that helps you to stay on that?
Definitely taught me a lot about discipline, hard work. Because you're not going to be motivated all the time.
Yeah.
You just have
Tell me about that.
Yeah, I didn't want to get up at 5 a.m. to go to training, but you teach yourself that that's just what you have to do, and you just get up and do it.
Yeah.
Because that's the goal. You have to do that to achieve what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, with the wants, there's also have to's.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Tom might disagree with that, but he says no one has to do anything, but I think you want a goal. That's the things you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what got you out of bed? Was it the Olympic goal?
Not always.
Not
I think
always.
you kind of forget about that sometimes. It's not like every morning you wake up, I want to go to the Olympics.
Olympics, good morning.
Yeah. I guess it was the long-term goals, but also just it was fun at times.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy being there. So
yeah. Oh, that's good. That's nice. That was the time that you enjoyed it. No, definitely. That would have been, you wouldn't have done it for that long.
Yeah.
It was all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then I have a question which I've asked pretty much all of the athletes that I've had on so far. Do you feel like being a gymnast, that especially doing the transition, actually it's an interesting one because it's different to most people what they would do. They would either finish the sport or go to a different sport completely. And so in this transition, did you have a weird, like, who am I moment without WAG?
I don't think so, because there was no gap with no training. I went straight from WAG to tramp. I didn't even have a week where I wasn't training.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't think I had time to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So was it hard for you to let go of WAG, or were you so at that point where it was just mostly upsetting experience that it was, like you said, a relief?
It still was hard to let it go because I didn't want to like be giving up or seeing like I'm just giving up, because like I wasn't, but
yeah.
It was just something new that I wanted to do instead.
Yeah. I think you said something so important there, which is like, you said I didn't want to give up, but then you actually corrected yourself. You said I didn't want to be seen as giving up.
Yeah.
I think that's such a good point, because like when most people want to make a big change that is outside of who people think they are, I think that's what's really hard about it.
Yeah.
Is that like, what are other people going to think when I do this? Because I'm not Eva the gymnast that is going for the Olympic goal anymore, you know? But maybe you are in this different like journey, but like in that way for gymnastics. I've trained all this time, all this effort, all of this. Everyone that I know is like, yeah, Eva the gymnast who has the goal to go to the Olympics. How's the journey going? Are you getting it? You know, everyone asks you.
I'm doing anyway.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that piece, is that hard? Was that hard to move away from what are other people going to think as I do this?
Yeah, I think it was, because I was at school at the time and everyone knew that I was doing gym, and like I didn't tell anyone mostly until like I'd really been here for probably about a month before I started telling people.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. But yeah, no one really said anything like that. And
they
didn't actually.
They don't actually
care like that.
Yeah, they don't. And we think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when you went to school, because I assume, like you said, you would have done getting late to school and then leaving early, and then that wasn't happening anymore. And we're thinking like, oh, I'm at school all the time. People are going to notice.
Yeah. It was like my teacher was like, don't you have to leave? And I was like, no.
No. Yeah. That would have been like a weird time where no one knew. Yeah. And why do you think you waited to tell them?
I don't know. Maybe just settling in here first before it was like official. Yeah.
Do you think that you wanted to make sure, you might not have, I'm just asking, do you think that you wanted to make sure that it went well before you told people? Yeah,
and definitely to make sure that it was something I was going to stick to, not go back.
That's interesting. Can you talk to me about that?
I don't know, if I went back, then there was no point of like telling everyone, oh, I left and then I came back.
So nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so let's fast forward a little bit. Where are we at on your journey? We are at World Games. Oh no, did we finish? We didn't finish. Other traits. So you said time management.
Yeah.
You said discipline, motivation.
Yeah.
Well, you're not always going to be motivated, is what you said.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So you got to be disciplined. I have a follow-up question. What do you do on the days when you're not motivated?
I still show up anyway.
Yeah, and how do you do that?
I don't know, it's just something, I just do it.
Yeah. Do you think that was a time when you had to learn how to do that, or do you think that that's something that's just part of who you are?
I think that's just something that I've learned from a really young age, because I've been doing it my whole life, so.
Yeah. Is there something that you talk to yourself about or tell yourself about when it's like a day where you're like, fuck, I really don't feel like it today?
I think I know you can't be amazing all the time, and it's not going to feel great all the time, so it's okay to have a bad session, and that's just part of the sport.
Yeah, so give yourself a bit of grace about it. You're like, okay, this is okay. I'm good.
You can't be your best all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we would all be superhuman if that was the case.
Yeah.
Any other traits that you feel like have transferred that have really helped your journey here?
I don't know, just like mental strength.
Okay.
Like I feel like I can tolerate a lot, and like it doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
like,
kinds of
deal
things?
with stress and stuff like that?
Okay. Do you mean inside the gym, outside the gym, or both?
Both.
Yeah. Okay. Can you remember a time that was really quite stressful in your life and you were able to show up?
Just when training wasn't great in WAG, and then I still had school, and it was quite stressful all the time.
Yeah.
Just like I was stressed before, like even thinking about going to the gym.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think just keep pushing through and it gets better anyway.
Yeah. So it's funny because like I would think that you'd learnt that skill from gymnastics to like push through when it gets hard, but then you had to use that skill about gymnastics. Yeah. Which is really useful. But also I would say there's a point, right? Because you got to that point where it was enough stress. How do you know that point if your programming is to push hard through the hard stuff?
I think I just thought even if I do achieve my goals, it's not really worth it to me anymore, because at what cost if I'm so stressed about coming into the gym all the time, and I'm so like I don't want to do the skills. Even if I did make the Olympic team, like it's just not worth it to go through all of this. So
the cost, the cost it came at to achieve the goal. What did you have any like perceived costs coming over to trampoline of like, so you're having fun, coaches are great, supportive environment, everything's fantastic, and so a lot of it sounds like benefits. Is there anything that you can kind of see that's a drawback from, or like a challenge from coming through to here?
I was definitely worried that the training hours wouldn't be enough and I'd probably get bored. Yeah, but I'm not bored. You're not bored. And I was also a bit worried that like when I thought I would make a team, so when I did, would it mean as much to me in tramp than it did in WAG? Because I think sometimes I think that it's the easier way out, like it was the easier option, so I don't know if it would mean the same, but I guess I'll never know. But I think it still means a lot to me to be on the Australian team in tramp.
Yeah. I think that's definitely something that people would struggle with, is like you said, you had that moment where you're like, am I giving up on this goal?
Yeah.
And then this quantitatively, like in hours of training, in time, in commitment, in all of that, tramp looks less. And like we talked about before, the pool is smaller.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a thing that a lot of people go through, is like when they go for a goal that's sounds equivalent, like the Australian team, right? Sounds exactly the same in this sport or that sport. They'll go through that like, am I taking the easy way out? Exactly what you said. So have you felt like that?
Not really. I think it's still like a massive achievement.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't want to take away from it. I really just want to ask how you feel.
Yeah, I still think that it means a lot to me, and I'm happy that I chose this way anyway.
Yeah. And you said you'll never know if it
would equal.
Yeah, if it would equal. I want to kind of disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it really depends on, I guess, how you see achieving that goal. Is it your time and effort and your work ethic and all of that brought you here, versus like, is it actually just the amount of people that are going for it? Is it the uncontrollables? Because from my opinion, you've controlled all the controllables that are yours, which that's the thing it takes.
Yeah.
To do these endeavors. Like, people can come here and come across sports and not put the time and effort in required. You know, those things Yeah.
That's a good point.
I'm very, very in awe of the things that you do.
Thanks.
Yeah. I can't keep up, man. Like, I train with Eva, and I don't mean skills, like, that's a given. But I mean, like, she stands at the end of the double mini round, goes down, does skills, comes back. I'm like, 5 more minutes. The endurance, like, it's probably, like, such a productive wag of the, like, quadruple the amount of training.
Yeah.
Like, you just have this unmatched stamina, which I think has brought such an advantage for you into the sport. And yeah, I absolutely don't think it's less of a feat. Like, the complete flip in the way that you flip, in the way that you train, all of that. Let's talk about that, actually. Learning the new skill of how to move on a trampoline versus how to move on a floor.
Yeah. I just think Tom made it so easy for me because the way he explains how to do the skill. Like, I was never really taught in like how to, like, where you look, at what point you, like, move your head and stuff like that. It was kind of just, that's the skill, just give it a go, and that's how you do it.
Like a formula.
Yeah, and here, like even learning like a full, I could do that off the air track, but I didn't know where I was. Here I know exactly where I am. I know where I do the cruise, where I do the Barani.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, for some context, that's a double twisting, double back.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you could do it off the air track, so off the floor. And was it like straight or like tuck or?
It was straight, but I had no idea what was
going
on.
It
was just spin, flip. I've landed.
I guess that was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then gymnastics, like we were talking about before, you have so much more time. Trampolining, you have so much more time. So there's like moments where you can like look here, look there. But I remember you saying to me a few weeks ago, if you went back, you'd feel completely different. Coming off the floor.
Yeah, I think I would still know where I am now because I've learnt the way to do it properly.
Yeah. Even though it'd be like half the time in the air, it would be like, you understand the skill.
Yeah.
And when I had Emma Nadov on here, she said, which I think is partly true for a lot of people, is that mental blocks comes from when you don't understand the skill.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I think that's so true because when you have a coach that can explain to you, this is actually how the twist gets generated. This is like you said, when to move, when to look at specific things, all of that. That's a way different way to learn a skill compared to like, just pull. Yeah. Just pull for it. And like, there were times when I was so scared, and that's what I was like telling myself. It's like, just pull. And it's like, what am I going to do in the air? Who knows? But when you have different cues and more cues, I think it makes it easier. I think in your experience too. Yeah. And I think that's probably translatable to life as well. Is like, you can't always have all the information, but you can definitely try and have more information to make better decisions. And I might just be pulling shit here in air, but
that makes sense.
That makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, any other traits that you think have gotten you here?
Just feel like everything, man.
I am amazing.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay. I want to add a few. Can I add a few?
Yeah, go.
Can I tell you who you are? Okay. So.
Tell me who I am.
Okay. I think, one, you said tolerance, which I think absolutely you can tolerate so much, and I've seen you like work through injuries, 2 broken feet at the same time.
It sounds so silly when people say it.
So sorry. So sorry for laughing. It was not funny. Yeah, Eva came into the sport, and how long had you been going?
Well, May, June, July, August, like 3 or 4
months.
months.
A couple months. And just like rolled onto both feet.
Yeah. Just to clarify.
Yes.
I didn't jump on the double mini with my feet pointed because a lot of people think that that's what I did. I didn't. I slipped out of my shoes because my shoes had massive holes, and I just thought, well, nothing's going to happen, it's fine. But, well, it did. My feet slipped out of the shoe, and then I landed with pointed toes. I didn't jump on with pointed toes.
Okay, so for anyone who was wondering, probably all of like 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about you tolerating things. So yes, that was definitely one where it was so early on and you were just like, yeah. So, and I don't know if that's your internal dialogue too. Like, I don't know. Is it?
I was just like, so annoying, but it wasn't going to stop me from coming back anyway.
Yeah. And that's exactly it. Like, that's what I can see in you. That's so great. It's just this, like, the hardships, they really don't get you down, or they don't for long.
Yeah.
I think your recovery is like, and I don't mean like physical recovery, I mean mental recovery is very quick.
Yeah.
From things.
Whenever I'm injured, I just want to be on the tramp, so.
Yeah. And
I guess it kind of gives me more, like, eagerness to get back on.
To get back. Yeah, so not only the tolerance, but that kind of, I think, and I don't know if this is true, but the highs and the lows, I feel like your maybe thresholds are like more compressed. Does that make sense? So like when there's like a thing, you don't like celebrate so hard that like you have this massive like spike and drop. If that makes sense. I feel like you moderate really well your peaks and your lows. I think you have a really, 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 really noticeable baseline where like big things don't like put you through the roof into like manic excitement, whereas like I feel that I go there quite easily and then the hardships don't like drop you into the pits too much. Yeah. Would you agree? Like,
I agree
do
with
you
that.
feel like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually think it's really quite an advantage because I listened to this podcast once actually. And
Actually.
Do you know Huberman, the Huberman lab? Okay, anyways, scientist. And he talked about if you celebrate constantly, like your little wins, like really big, it kind of ruins your dopamine system, so your like pleasure and motivation system. And so I don't know how you've done it, but that means that like when you get a big win, the actual chemical releases in your brain equate to like how big that win is. Because when you're doing those big wins every time when it's just small stuff, then the big thing doesn't really register as monumental.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So do you feel like, let's compare it to like the World Games thing. Like, I feel like that would have been a moment where you would have really celebrated.
Yeah.
What, did you?
Yeah, I mean, I was super excited.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, you really, like, the emotions came up, like, fully excited. Yeah, and I think the hard work up until that point, if you had have, like, celebrated every little win, it wouldn't have felt as big, potentially. Yeah. And that's really special because then you really get to, like, put yourself in those moments where it is special and it is important to you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so then going to World Games, going there, surreal, expected, how was it?
That was surreal, like getting my first tracksuit and all the leotards that came, it was just so, like, I couldn't believe it really. And then we got the Athletes Village. Yeah. That was insane. Like, it honestly felt like you were at the Olympics because that, like, never happens.
Well, our coach Tom, he actually said to me, he said, I don't understand what more the Olympics could have given us.
No.
Which I think, wow.
Yeah.
Like, imagine doing that and then you being like, that is the equivalent, which I think it should be for non-Olympic sports. That's really amazing. Yeah, so you got there, it was like, what the heck? This is awesome.
Yeah. They had, like, the whole dining hall and all our rooms were so nice and they had, like, the games kind of room and everyone was, like, on little buggies going around the village.
So cool.
Yeah. And the arena was, like, awesome. Like, I stood in there and I was like, this is so cool. What is going on?
Yes. Oh my God. I just only saw it on TV, obviously. But the colours and they did so good at making it really, like, spectacular.
Yeah, the first time I walked in, I just stood there. I was like, okay, this is, like, awesome. Oh my God. So I was like, okay, you're going to start running now? I was like, no, this is, like, I just need to stand here.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So what do you think, was that the most surreal moment for you?
Yeah.
Or were there others that really, like, took your breath away?
Well, that moment, like, then the moment before we competed, we were all, like, standing outside, about to march on. That was just, like, incredible. Like, all the girls, like, the best of the best in the world were just saying that and just, wow.
Yeah. And what were you thinking in that moment?
I was just grateful to be there.
Yeah, just grateful?
Yeah.
That's, I can I can compare it to when I went to Italy to compete for Australia. I like stood about to compete on the run up, and I remember like every time, every competition, no matter what, I like look for where my family is first before I go. And I remember doing it at that moment and thinking like, I'm so grateful. And I think that is the most powerful thing in sport. Like, all right, we do flips, like we have this like pursuit of some sort of elite excellence performance, but like the moments that really stop you are these grateful moments.
Yeah.
Where you're like, wow, what is happening?
Like so much sacrifice from like myself and everyone just to like get me there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's why for me it's like looking at the family, because I'm like, what are they doing here in Italy? What, you guys are stupid for coming for maybe 10 seconds of trampolining. Yeah. But like it's so amazing. It stops me every time and it makes me like cry every time. But yeah, those grateful moments in sport I think is what it's really all for me anyway. I don't know if you feel the same.
No, definitely.
Yeah. So I love remembering those moments, and I think they're the most like clear moments. Like how you just described it, I could see you were like standing there and you were remembering it like how you were there, you know? That's so special. Okay, cool. So World Games happens. Now, can we talk about your comp?
Yes.
All right. So coming through WAG, did you have many comps where you really didn't have great comps that you were happy with?
Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
A lot of them. Yeah. So it wasn't like unfamiliar to you to have not the best day at comp. Okay. Now, was that different because of the magnitude of the competition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can you talk about it? Just tell us the experience, set the scene, tell the story, and then I want to hear about how you felt and how you dealt with that.
Yeah. So first pass, I mean, the equipment was different.
Yes. Yeah.
So everyone was having a tough time adjusting to the equipment because it was just sending everyone super long. But towards like the day before and the day of the comp, I was kind of getting it. I was like, oh, you know what, this could, like, I think it's going to work out.
Yeah.
My warm-up was really good. I went for my first pass. It wasn't my best, but I landed on my feet, and that's really all I wanted to do. Yeah. So I was happy with that. Then went for my second pass, which we had changed to make it easier because of the equipment, and I just wanted to land on my feet. Mm-hmm. So I had all the cues in my head, went for it. I didn't even realise that I was long on the mount. So then I kind of went to push off for the second skill, but my feet had slipped off the mini and I just fell on my back, and I was like, there's no way I'm on the floor right now. Like, it's not real.
It's not real.
So what just happened?
Yeah.
And, stood up, presented. That's really it.
Yeah.
So I ended up 6th, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And top 4 went to finals, which I just had to land on my feet to make a final, which is kind of like, oh, but you can't control.
No.
You can't control that, so.
No. It would have been, I think, extra hard because you try to stay in your own lane and do your thing, right? But I was watching that competition live, and we can all see that, like, people are falling. Like, there's so many, like, what is happening in this competition because of the different equipment, I would assume, is, like, the main thing that was making that happen.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we all know that, like, oh my God, she just has to, like, land this pass to make finals. Like, this is awesome. I feel like that's so much pressure.
I knew that was the case, but it didn't really affect me. I wasn't extra stressed because of it.
Okay, so it wasn't something that you were holding in your mind as you're going? Yeah, okay, interesting. I've wondered that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't in your mind. Do you have any inkling of what mindset you were in, or like how you were kind of approaching that second pass that maybe made a difference, or you can't really see?
I forget a lot about it, to be honest. Like, I think it's not very clear in my head, but I do remember like just thinking the same things I always do, but I think I just had extra adrenaline, which probably didn't help.
You're so powerful. You went over the top of me. Yeah. Okay, so there was nothing that you could pinpoint that was super different.
No.
But you were doing a skill that you honestly haven't really trained since you told us like state trials.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that was probably the last time I competed that pass, but I mean, it was an easy.
It's easier.
It's easier pass.
Yeah, it's easier.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. And so then, coming off the back of that, how did you feel afterwards? Like maybe not immediately at the time, like, oh my god, I'm lying on my back. This sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
How did you feel after that?
Like the day of comp, or just the day of? And I went and cried.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. But everyone was still super supportive, and everyone was telling me like, you know, we're still so proud of you, and like, it's amazing that you're here. And like, I did realize that it was amazing that I was just here. So
you did realize that?
Yeah.
That would have made a massive difference, because I know there's people that have been in similar situations that it's not about the being there and they're like grateful that you're there. What we're talking about, that gratitude feeling, it's like I was waiting for a medal or a certain result or whatever it is. And always with high performance sport, we're going to like try and do our best stuff. But I think we all know that that's not always the case. And almost like it's more rare to have a perfect comp or your PB comp than it is to have an average comp.
Yeah.
That's so much more likely to happen than it is to PB every time. So, still, hard day.
Hard day.
Yeah, tough. Did it make it any harder with people trying to console you?
No, I did think it made it easier.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder that, because sometimes it made it harder for me when I had a bad comp, and my family would all like come around me and be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Usually that annoys me, yeah.
I'm like crying, and I'm like, but what I'm thinking at that time when I've like had those moments is that, oh my God, I can't believe you like wasted your time to come and see that. And that's like such a terrible thing to think. And I don't think that anymore.
Yeah.
And the way that I shifted that was being like, when I go to watch someone I love do something that they love, am I thinking, wow, I hope they do the best thing ever, otherwise I'm going to be so disappointed.
Which I've never thought that.
Which, do you ever think that? It's
No.
so ridiculous that we could put that onto ourselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the support now, I'm like far more accepting of the support and like grateful for the support. Is there anything you want to add to World Games experience?
I think it was just incredible from back home. Like everyone was like watching, and I had like everyone from Tramp had gone to the pub where they were like live streaming it. And it was just so cute just to have everyone watching. Yeah,
it was so amazing. Like to watch you. I think that night we watched you and Ethan, maybe.
Yeah, because then it was me and Ethan, and then Troy and Bree on the same day as well, the day before.
Yes. Yeah. So that was great. There was so many people there to watch you. We filled out a room in a pub, and it was so awesome, and we were all like screaming. And we even got like these randoms watching because they've never seen this sport before, and they're like, this is so exciting. So yeah, you could really see how big your community is, which is really special.
Yeah, that was awesome to see that.
Yeah. And to watch your dad's reaction.
Yeah,
oh
Dad started crying.
I could cry actually thinking about it. Like, oh my God, look, I'm gonna cry. It was so beautiful to watch him just like be so in awe of what you had done to be there.
Yeah, that was special because he's not a crier, but
it was it was really a moment. That was probably the surreal moment for me while you were competing, was like seeing how much love was in that room for you. That was it was really beautiful. So till now, let's go. Should we go to Worlds?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So the in-between time from World Games to Worlds. Was there any come down from World Games of like, oh my God?
Maybe a little bit, but I think that might have been also the disappointment a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think once I got back to training, it was kind of normal again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you feel more kind of fire?
I think so. I didn't want to do that again, so I just
So you felt like more driven, more motivated.
And New Spain was coming up, so another chance. So.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And what an opportunity that you took there to show what you were capable of.
Yeah.
That was So between that time, you were really like feeling on one. You were going for it. Yeah. And then by the time you got to Worlds, did you feel like you were in a place where you could do the things you wanted to do based on that experience before?
I think it was the best comp prep I've ever done.
Yeah.
I think we did so much volume of the passes, and I was so confident that it was going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like no doubt. Okay, so the volume made you feel super confident.
Yeah. You had those sticker charts. Every time you did a pass, you got a sticker.
Yeah, that would have been so nice. Yeah. That would have been good. And then you went to Worlds, which is like not even that long ago now. How long? Like,
about a month and a half.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us about Worlds, because that was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. We had that training camp in England first.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I really enjoyed that, actually. Got to train with Kirsty.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Australian team was all together, which that was like a much bigger team than World Games, so that was cool to be a part of too, seeing like so many of us together. Then comp, the prelims went really well. I did my passes. I mean, it wasn't even the best that I've done the passes, but they landed on my feet, so I was very happy with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that, I want to talk about the actual result of that. Like I think it's more important that you're so happy with what you did. But I also want to talk about where that put you in the world in prelims.
Yeah. Sitting sixth after the prelims was finished.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to see that, I am in the top, like in the world. So
yes, absolutely. And maybe even a better comparison of where you are in the world compared to World Games.
Definitely. There's so many people there.
There's only 8 at World Games, and then you go there.
I don't know how many there were, probably like 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a massive achievement to be 6th in the world at World Championships. In prelims, let's go to next. Finals.
Then we had team finals was the next day.
Yep.
I was supposed to do my big pass, like the full half, full.
Yep.
But in the middle of the full half, I just thought it wasn't my best full half. I had to tuck it in a little bit, so I just did the back in full. So I still haven't competed the full half, full. Actually, well, I did at national, but they called it tuck, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
And then we had semi-finals the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I just did my full half to the side frame.
Yeah. Such a bummer.
Yeah.
But again, the sport.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So.
Yeah. And then you said, now you've come back and you're just getting back to
just
jumping.
starting.
Because of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's
what
bone bruising.
Then? Yeah.
Yeah, well, again, I didn't realise I was sideways, so I pushed really hard into the side pad. And, my heel was really sore. And it was bone bruising, and I got my scans back, so nothing serious, but...
Yeah, but stopped you for a little bit from training.
It was really painful. I never believed in bone bruising until now.
You thought people were just being lame?
Yeah. I was like, okay, like toughen up a little bit.
Bone bruising, yes.
Sure, it's like the excuse, but it's not.
Any surreal moments at World Championships?
Probably just after prelims, and then saw that I was sitting 6th, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool.
See what I mean with the emotional? It's really good. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a surreal moment. Were there any big gratitude, any grateful moments over there where you kind of took you back?
I don't know if it was a specific moment, but just knowing how much, I mean, it's a self-funded event, so knowing how much mum and dad put into it. They were both working 2 jobs to get me there, so just grateful for that.
Like people say the saying all the time that it takes a village, but I don't think people that are not in sport understand that it truly takes a village.
Yeah.
And it's not just the financial support, it's like their financial support and their emotional support. And like your sister, you have other family that's come on this journey with you.
Yeah.
And, even inspired your journey as well. So she's been in high performance trampoline for a long time now as well. All right. And I want to talk about your actual capacity for learning skills, which I think is out of this world. So I want to talk about that. We talked on the Tom podcast about good clay.
I did listen to that.
And you got name dropped because you are good clay. And so did you understand what he meant by that? Has he talked to you about that before?
Yeah.
So basically, if you got shit clay and you got good clay, you can work on the shit clay as hard as you want and you can only do so much, versus you've got good clay. Masterpiece. Masterpieces can be made. So you understand that concept of clay and
being coachable and
being coachable. Really mainly being coachable. And so you came in here with some sort of physical capacity for flipping, for being like powerful and strong, all of that. But what I've noticed, I think, for the most part, is this aerial awareness that is like the only other person I can really compare it to watching is Nick, most of the time. Troy. And like, I haven't seen many of the internationals train, but like watching Ruben and the amount of skills that he can do, another one definitely just gets it. And so I think a lot of people in our sport get lost in the air, like here and there, and it happens. But I would say for you, like, you could probably only count on one hand how many times that's happened to you.
Yeah. The only thing that comes to mind is like a few weeks ago when I was trying to do the back bounces, ended up on my head.
You know what? I'm going to call Tom out as well.
Was that straight after you said I was...
Yes, probably. Yeah. But he also said, he was like, I said, oh my goodness, she fell on her head. Is she all right? Like, did she get lost? Like, that was just my natural reaction of like, did she get lost in the air? Because like... That's, I assume, when you fall on your head, you didn't know where you were. And he was like, no, she just didn't push hard enough. I was like, oh, okay. And then when I asked you were like, I have no idea.
Sorry, Tom, I didn't know where I was.
So I thought that was pretty funny. But, like, is that the one time, or are there a few other times that you can remember?
No.
That's it. Yeah, one.
Yeah. Not that I can think of,
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So, where do you think that was built? Or do you think that you only really discovered it as you came over here?
No, I think I had it in WAG as well, and I knew it because everyone would tell me that like I had good aerial awareness, so I just... I always kind of know where I am in the air, and even if something goes wrong, I know where I'm going to land. So I can kind of prepare myself.
Yeah. You can't really prepare yourself when your shoes break and less aerial awareness, more equipment involved.
More no common sense, because I was like running with broken shoes.
Aerial awareness is not going to save you there. So, you think you already had it?
Yeah.
Came over here, and did you... I think that would be like one of the biggest benefits of having that as a skill, is that is probably the most transferable skill to trampolining.
I think it was just enhanced here because I was taught how to do the skills like piece by piece, and then it all just clicked. And so do you have a tally of how many new skills you've learned since you were here? No. I feel like you should do that. That'd be so cool. What was the first skill that was different to a WAG skill that you learned? The same skill that was done differently, or a completely new skill?
Completely new skill.
Well, we never did full halves.
Yeah,
so that was probably the first one.
And then what was the skill that you learned differently?
The first one that was like big difference was probably Rudy out, because I would do a lot of Rudy outs off the tramp for vault, because I did handspring vault. So it was like one of the drills, I guess. Weird. But it was like there was no kick out. Oh, there was a kick out, but it wasn't really a kick out. And like I would wrap my arms like around here somewhere.
Yeah, like a really big wrap.
And to learn to do all twisting with straight arms was like, like how am I going to start it? But
sorry. That was actually the same for me when I came to this club. I did full falls like this. I did Rudy's like this. I did full out like this.
Full out?
Double A. Full out. Yeah, so weird. And basically everyone was in consensus in the coaching team that I was not allowed to do that anymore. And so hence the relearning of everything I know. So yeah, I can definitely relate to the weirdness of arms down twisting.
Yeah.
But it looks so much nicer.
It does.
It's beautiful. Yeah. All right. Is there anything you want to add to the now part of your journey? Do you want to talk to us about your future prospects, where you want to go, what you want to do, and why?
Yeah. I mean, the goal right now is to focus on tramp instead of double mini.
Yeah.
Hopefully become funded through tramp.
Yeah.
Make the World Cup circuit and hopefully the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's the end goal.
So Olympics is still a goal.
Yeah.
Now that we've kind of talked about this, equally as special?
Yeah. I think maybe even more special because I feel like it's somewhat attainable.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Olympics in WAG was a bit out of reach.
Okay. Yeah. And maybe more special because you're enjoying the journey more.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's such a big thing that maybe gets overlooked with all the things we're talking about, like harder for this reason, harder for that reason, all these reasons why it was harder in WAG to get that goal. But like, it's always going to be harder if you're pushing shit uphill because it's not nice to be there.
Yeah.
So it's so, I never knew you in that environment, but it is really awesome to see you in this environment. I can see, I hope it's true, that you're having a great time.
I am. I'm so excited like to come to training every day.
Yeah.
Like all I want to do is be at the gym.
Yeah. And what a very different feeling to the last few years in WAG.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Anything you feel like I missed or you would want people to know?
No.
Nah, you good?
Yeah.
All right. There is something I want to add actually.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah.
I think I've told you this before, but I want to tell you again that you coming here has helped me to see, because often I train alone, like, and you would have seen this, there's mostly boys in my squad and not a lot of them do double mini or train double mini consistently or on different days. And so I've never really had many people, maybe one or two in my entire career, that have been at the same competitive level as me at the same time. And so to have you come over has shown me what actual hard work is.
Aww.
No,
that's actually
truly,
so special.
I really mean that. I really mean that. Like, truly show me what hard work is, because I don't think I really had an example of that before. And what an incredible example you've brought for me to really learn how to, like, put my head down and work. And watching you, I just think, wow, I thought I was doing like 100%. I was doing 30. And now I understand that. No, but it's like, it's really been like a blessing. It's really been a blessing. Because through having a lot of mental blocks, it feels like you're working hard, but you're not doing volume of anything. So it's like hard mental work, but it's not hard physical work. And to see your combination of both has been very, very inspiring. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me.
I really, I hope you know how much of an impact it's had. It's been amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. All right, we'll finish there. Thanks for coming to the flip side.
Love being
See you next time. We'd love to have you back.
For sure.
All right, bye.
Bye.